Hey there, Captainstrangelife. This is Vargas XX78 with a video response to your Raffle contest. As I saw in your Sad Sack video, you wanted us to share with you our favorite supporting character in a comic book series. Now, right away, I knew exactly who I wanted to talk about, and my favorite supporting character in any comic book series would have to be Mary Jane Watson. Now, I know that Gwen Stacy is Peter's one great love, but when I started reading Spider-Man, I started reading Spider-Man when Peter was already married to Mary Jane. So that's the character I grew up, in a relationship with Peter. That's the character that went through Peter through a whole bunch of stuff. She was with him during the Clone Saga. I know a lot of people hate the Clone Saga, but I always thought that it was a good idea to have Peter grow up and start a family and everything. And Mary Jane got pregnant during that saga, and they were going to close the chapter in a happy note with Peter and Mary Jane. Of course, then Marvel editorial got rid of the baby and everything, but Mary Jane was still with Peter. And even though they got separated later on, she was still a presence, and she got brought back during the Straczynski saga. And Straczynski did wonderful things with Mary Jane. He wrote her as a strong supporting character. I mean, she wasn't just Spider-Man's girlfriend or wife; she was her own character. And even though Straczynski's run was kind of controversial, I liked what he did with that character. One of my main gripes with the whole One More Day saga was that they broke up the marriage. That series still has a whole bunch of flaws, but the main thing that I really got upset with Marvel with is that they broke up the marriage. Again, because I knew Mary Jane. Thankfully, Dan Slott is starting to fix that, and he's starting to integrate Mary Jane a lot more in his stories. But by far, my favorite supporting character in any comic book series is Mary Jane Watson. You also asked us to share with everyone a comic book that showcases that supporting character. And the comic book that I have is actually more of a graphic novel. It is actually a graphic novel, but it's The Amazing Spider-Man Parallel Lives. It actually has the story of Peter Parker, Mary Jane, and Dr. Octopus. But it does show that Mary Jane, before she actually met Peter, she saw him leave the house dressed as Spider-Man when Uncle Ben was killed. So Mary Jane was one of the few people, well, actually the first person that knew that Peter Parker was Spider-Man. And this actually covers all of their history from that day when Mary Jane finds out about Peter's secret till their famous blind date when she has her famous phrase, "Face it, tiger, you hit the jackpot," to when she was with Peter during the death of Gwen Stacy, and then their marriage, and so on. So this is my favorite comic book with Peter Parker and Mary Jane. I think that this, and it also has Dr. Octopus in it. It also has his, origin and how he was, living his life throughout the relationship with Peter and Mary Jane. So this is, I think, this is a really cool comic book. I like that it showcases the relationship with Spider-Man and Mary Jane. So this is the one that I have. If I had it, I would probably say the wedding issue, but I don't have it, so I'm gonna go with this one. So yeah, that was my video response to your contest, Captainstrangelife. I thank you for letting me participate, and I wish best of luck to everyone else involved. So thank you, and I'm signing off.